Hey everybody, Chiron here, and welcome back to another episode of Factorio. So I was taking a little bit of a look around, and it looks like a couple of our resources are not doing so great. So we are a little deficient on copper, and I think like right here we're a little deficient on iron plates. So this one is not working at peak efficiency at the moment. So I think first thing that we're going to do this episode is get some good old-fashioned electric furnaces. Head down here and grab some steel plates. Get all of those made up. And I think we have a couple more somewhere. Evidently not. I gotcha. So we'll just make a couple more steel. Why not? And we need some stone brick. That should be plenty. Alright, and then we'll start out with copper. Just because we can. That should probably do for now. There we go. And then we'll get out our trusty transport belts. Actually, we'll start it there. Get out a couple of the undergrounds. And we'll have to destroy this guy. Whew. That combat shotgun sure packs a wallop. Wow, that is kind of impressive. I am quite pleased with it. Alright. And I think we're just gonna go just like this. Oops. And kind of snake it around here. If we ever need more electric furnaces, we can always make more, but I think this will be just fine. Yeah, that'd be fine. In all reality, we probably don't need absolute tons of them. Alright, we'll do there. Just like that, we'll get out a couple of medium power poles, which we don't have. So we need steel. And there we go. Alright, so that should up our copper saturation quite a bit. It's these guys that are taking it all. Might have to cut that back down to 1. But looking good. We almost doubled it. Alright, so we're getting saturated here, which is great. Getting some that are making it all the way down to here and all the way up here. So that's good. And how's iron doing? Iron is filled up there. It's making it all the way up and getting saturated there. So we're good. So we'll wait off on the iron just a little bit. And continue that later if we need it. We probably will, so we've got 16 electric furnaces we can put in. But anywho, so this episode, like I said last episode, we're going to start with railways. So go ahead and get that research. Actually, why don't we put in our electric furnaces for here. As we are going to need them. And how do I want to actually do this? Alright, so I do want to try and get rid of that guy. I think what we'll do is put this going up here. Yeah, it looks like we're running into a power situation. All of our accumulators are tapped. Why would that be? Oh, probably because we put in tons of extra electric furnaces. That could very well be why. Alright. So let's head over to our secondary power producer. Let's make sure that everything's looking good. Make sure we don't have any breaks in the electric poles or anything. Yeah, looks like temperature is a little low. Interesting. Alright, we'll keep going on that because we don't have enough coal production. Alright. Well, we can fix that. So I'll just get you guys up and running. There we go. Throw in a power pole. And there we go. That should increase our water temperature up to 100 degrees, get us a little bit more power there. And we do have some more steam engines that we can place down. Perfect. And then I think we have enough. Yep, boilers. Good, 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 good. We'll need a water pump. We'll need some underground pipes. A couple of power poles. And some inserters. Like we have up top. Oops, these are all upside down. There we go. And we're gonna need even more coal, aren't we? So that's not even gonna be close. Alright, so we can make one more electric mining drill. Throw it in there. Hopefully this will be enough to keep it going. Otherwise we will have to tap this reserve up here and bring it on down, which will be fine. The other thing we can do is make some solar panels, so let's go ahead and get some copper. Get that all taken care of. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and just make some electric mining drills, because we're probably going to need them. Alright. Risk signals, why not? Probably won't use all of this stuff in our very simple railway system, but should be fine. Alright. So now that we got a little bit more power going, should be fully saturated. Yep, and we have overproduction now, so we're good to go. Alright. So what to do here. What to do. I think, well, we're just going to have to get these in place first. So let's pop these all in. Pole there, get those working. And then we're going to have to put a couple of inserters on this side. Oops. All right. And then we'll get this all fed in. Do an underground. That's not gonna make it. We'll just do an above ground. Oops. There we go. All right. Need some more medium poles here. Get those busted out. And boom. Boom. Alright, so now we don't have iron saturation anymore, so we need to increase our iron production, yada yada. So this is really where the railways are going to come in, since we pretty much, I think, have all of our iron used up in this area. So, we can put a few more in. We've got room. But eventually a lot of this is going to get used up. Make sure these are all up and working. Good. This one is not. So we can reclaim all of those. That one is about to go down. Let's see how we're doing now. Yep, so all these furnaces are sitting with nothing to do. Alright. So let's see if we can kind of re-engineer these just a tad. Oops. Alright, so we're going to do some long-handed inserters. Yeah, suppose I could probably do a conveyor here. And then a fast inserter into a crate. And then we're going to flip these around. Get rid of these guys. And there we go. So these will make our steel for us in a little bit higher quantity than we were getting over here. Probably leave this one here for now just so that we have a little bit more steel coming in, because we do need quite a bit of it for our railways. And then what we can do is, if we ever need more steel, we just increase the amount of long inserters that we have down the side here. Alright. So we still have a lot of furnaces that are not being taken care of, and I see one issue. That's these guys down here don't have any power. There you go. Alright. So now that we have railways kind of taken care of, you can see that each piece of track requires 4 steel or 1 steel. So we're going to need an absolute ton of steel for this next project. Like, just ridiculous amounts. So I think I actually may make most of these into steel plants. Yep, I think that might need to happen. So let's get a few more of these in place. Take you out. Turn you around. And put in a couple more conveyors. And there we go. We need stone, actually. We just need regular stone, and we have copious amounts of stone brick. So we'll, oh, we're actually good. So we'll keep it going. There we go. So what can we make? 107. That's what I like to see. I think we'll probably make... So that makes 2 straight versus 2 curved. We are going to need quite a bit of curved and a ton of straight. And we're also going to need a... Let's see. We need a locomotive, we need a couple of train stops, and we need cargo wagons. So steel, steel and engine units, and steel. So let's go up and grab some steel. And some more steel. So we can make 2 train stops, a cargo wagon, and then we need electric engines. Or engine units, not electric engines. Can we actually make an electric locomotive engine? So we're working on rail signals right now. Does not appear that there's anything for an electric train. Oh, this place is a disaster. Alright, what do you need? You need pipes. And you need steel. And iron gears. Let's see, where's iron gears? Alright. Need to grab a little bit more steel for these guys, but that shouldn't be too big of an issue. There they are. Just a little bit blind. Not too incredibly bad. Alright. So we need to grab some more steel. More steel, more steel, more steel. And a little bit more steel. So yeah, pretty much all of these are probably going to get changed over to steel. Yeah, just because there's really no way around it. We'll do one more. We'll do one more, and then we should be good, hopefully. Alright. Long inserter. Turn you around. Take you. Oops. Grab that so it doesn't mess up the works. And that should be good. Alright, so we have our straight track. We have some curved track. We need our diesel locomotive, so we need 13 more engine units. We've got a couple in production, and the extra supplies that I have on me should get us most of the way there. We'll do a little bit more iron pipe. And I think we need a little more yet. That should do it. So we'll just wait for those to get finished, and then we can start our locomotive. I think that's pretty much all we're going to need. So Now we need to scout around to see which resources we want and from where. Alright. So from down here, there's a couple of deposits. There's a couple of big iron deposits and a small copper. There's a small copper and a small iron. There's an iron and what looks like a large copper. There's a large copper over here, huge down here. I think we might grab these. Yeah, so I think we might come over here, up here, and swing around here, and then we can kind of go back, and we can make a little bit of a loop here. I think that might be what we do. Alright, how are we doing on engine units? 15, and we need 20. And we have enough materials for 5 more. Excellent. Alright. So now we need to make a little bit of a train depot. And I think we're going to do it right here. It's kind of a nice little turnaround area. So, let's get this going. Let's see, curved rail. Alright, so trains are a little bit finicky on kind of how they loop through. Actually, I don't know if we can have enough room here. We'll try. We'll see what we can do. Alright. So I think we need a straight piece there to be able to connect. Alright, and then actually let me bring these down. And then I think we can connect up. Yep, so if you saw right here, I can't actually connect this up. It just doesn't work. You have to go and put a straight piece here, and then it'll let you connect up. You can see those arrows. So the arrows mean it will connect. Alright, boom, get those all connected up. And then we need to merge these through. And we're not going to be able to, not there. Let's see, how do I want to design this? Get rid of you, get rid of you guys. Haven't needed you for quite a while. Boom, boom. Actually, I think I took down a power connection here, so make sure I put that back in. I think we can actually do it like that, actually. Maybe. How about we remove that? Actually, I'm probably going to destroy all of this. Why don't we start out with a straight section here. We'll put it right there. I was trying to do this kind of teardrop shape, but I just don't think that the tracks are designed to kind of bend in that way. So we'll do there, there, Boom. Boom. Like so. All right. So we'll come down here, do a curve track. There we go. And then we'll fix up our joints. There we go. So now we got this little loop coming through, and this is going to be what turns around the train. Alright, now what else can we do? I think that pretty much covers it for the train stuff. Yep. So we just get the better belts. Actually, this one would probably help. So it unloads trains faster into our storage. So let's get that. Alright. Let's head on up and see what we can do about getting our train. Let's see, just need steel, and then we're good. Alright, so we'll do our diesel locomotive, get that finished, and then we can start placing stuff down. Alright, so that's the beginning of it. So we have our diesel locomotive and our cargo. We need our train stop. So we can just kind of throw that in there. And what this will do is it'll tell, you can actually name this whatever you want. So we'll say base. So this is our base stop. So then we know that this is where it's going to come and unload all of its cargo that's in here from all of its other locations. And then it's going to go around, continue on, and it's going to backtrack itself all the way back to the beginning, pick up cargo, and come back. So, step one. Alright. I think we want to go kind of right in here. We're going to have to do an underground here. There we go. Get our train on top. And then let's see how much room we're going to need for this guy. Quite a bit. Probably right about there. Nope, way off. We only needed 2. I thought we needed 3 pieces. And there we go. Boom. Do our straight piece. And there we go. So now we have a nice loop that it can use to turn around. And we have a track going out. Now, to get out of here, we may have to break our wall. Can we do? We can. Alright, so we can actually go through gates with this. Awesome. Awesome. So that works out. That works out just fine. We'll have to reorganize this just a little bit. Do an underground. Fast inserter. There we go. Unless, of course, that derps up for some reason. There we go. There we go. Alright, and then we need a couple of gates. So let's make some of those. I don't know how many we need. I'm guessing 2. Alright. Let's fix this up a little bit. So we got it moving in the right direction. There we go. So that should all be connected up, and it exits our base through this gate. And we continue on. Now, we're going to need a lot more steel, obviously, but this will kind of get us most of the way there. We want to come all the way through there, so let's do that. This is a lot of track. Alright. And then we need to start making a couple of stations here. So we could probably get away with having one station. We could curve it down here and make a station right here. So what do we have for... Here we go. Alright. So I'm just going to do basically a proof of concept, and then we'll increase our productivity a little bit when we can. So we can always add more mining drills. There we go. So this will basically come this way. This will come this way. And then we'll have a train that comes down here. Boom. Boom. Oops. Get a little bit closer. There we go. So the train will come down here. If we didn't have all this wood in the way. Alright. And then we need to put in a second station right here. We'll put it on the top side. Boom. And then we need to make a turnaround. We'll move that just a little bit. Get rid of all of these tree stumps. There we go. Fill these guys in like so. And there we go. So we'll do this one or one. So now we have base and or one. It's going to be a little bit longer of an episode. Definitely apologize for that. But we're pretty close to having our first railway system in place. And I don't want to like cut it here when we're so close to getting it working. As far as I can tell. Like I said, I've never actually done one of these train systems before, but I kind of understand the concepts of it. And you know what we need? We need coal. So let's split off our coal here. will go like that. Need an underground pipe there. I don't think that'll interfere. And then voila. So what we can do now is we can get this thing loaded up with coal. And we're going to add two things to our station here. So we're going to add ore and we're going to add base. And both these will just have a 10-second travel time. Just actually we'll leave it at 30 seconds just so I can follow along. All right. So if we run this, see our train goes through, hops around, and hopefully we can get to the other station within 30 seconds. There's a little red dot over there. Actually, I think that might be our train station. I don't think that's an enemy. So you can see he went over here. Here he is. Next stop, Ore 1. And hopefully within 30 seconds. So what essentially would happen here is you would have something that looks like this. Loading up ore onto this car. And then it should take off pretty soon. There it is. So he kind of loops around there and he's going to go all the way back home. And then at home we would have the same thing where we would have these inserters unloading the car and getting us all that nice juicy ore. And they obviously have to be fast inserters just because you have to be able to get it off as fast as humanly possible. Actually, I guess there's no human interaction. As fast as robotic armly possible. So yeah. So then right here we would have another conveyor belt that would take all of the ore that we had here, connect it up with our system here, and then it would all get put through these furnaces. So yeah. So that's pretty much the basics of it. Not a whole lot else that there is. I think we are going to cut it there. So now that we have the proof of concept down, our train is fully automated and working. All we really need to do is get the infrastructure in place to load and unload it, which should be pretty good. So yeah. Yeah, I think we are going to cut it there. Hope you all enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, or if I derped up on this railway system at all and you know of a much better way. The one thing I don't know is how we're going to do copper and ore, because we're going to have to split it up into different lines. So I'm not exactly sure how that would work. Either if we would use two different trains that both go, like one train goes to copper, one train goes to iron, or we do smart inserters or something along those lines. So if you have any recommendations, please leave them below. But yeah, so thanks for coming out, everybody, and I'll see you next time.